Hey guys, what's going on? NovaMeist here, coming at you with the first episode of my Lord of the Rings The Third Age Let's Play. Now, I'm just going to go in here and change a few options and put on subtitles so that if I do speak across the cutscenes too much, you get a gist of what's going on. Oh, evil mode, I forgot about that. That is a beast mode. And we will go into a new game. Now, I think an epic cutscene is right at the start of this, and it is pretty awesome. Voiced over by Ian McKellen, who plays Gandalf. So it kind of gives you a backdrop of Lord of the Rings in general, so I'll just let this run and try not to talk too much, although it is pretty amazing. Uses the actual film footage.
Spirits of earth, fire, air, and water, who once roamed this earth freely, are forgotten.
As this just gives you basically a small understanding of the world and what's going on if you haven't watched Lord of the Rings before, like making of the rings and stuff like that and what they are. If you haven't watched Lord of the Rings, what the fuck are you doing watching this? Honestly, don't watch this. Go watch Lord of the Rings. Honestly, cut off the Let's Play right now. Go watch Lord of the Rings. Like, just look at some of this. Like, honestly, if this don't convince you by the end of this cutscene, you got this beast in some metal armor, loads of fire randomly. This guy just looks like a complete badass. I mean, if you haven't watched it, then honestly, I mean, there's a scene coming up, I think. I'll just play this a little bit before I actually started to just check the quality. And it's got one of my most favourite scenes ever in Lord of the Rings. And it is this one here. Like, I went to the cinema when I first ever watched Lord of the Rings. And my dad had actually watched it. And I remember him taking me as a kid. And it was his second time going. And I remember not knowing anything about Lord of the Rings, and I saw this happen, and this scene was so amazing, so above and beyond anything that was going on at the time film-wise, that I just instantly fell in love with the series. Went home, read all the books, and I'm still a Lord of the Rings nerd to the day. And it is definitely one of the best works of literature, best works of filmmaking. Loads of games have been released for it that I love. And it's just so good. That's why I decided to do this Let's Play. Probably going to be doing the Return of the King one as well. But this is an RPG style, so it'd be quite cool to do the Let's Play. I think it came out under the slogan, "One RPG to rule them all" at the time. So I was like, yo, I'm getting that. And I think I got this game as a Christmas present. I remember opening it in my stocking when I was a kid, which is really weird because it only seems like yesterday that I played this game, but it turns out that it's about 6 years ago, I think. I opened this up, and I remember I got the gold-plated collector's edition, and I was really excited about putting it in. It was like my main Christmas present at the time, and I just instantly went into the bedroom and started playing it, and I just loved it. I knew I would. A lot of Lord of the Rings games I've loved playing. A couple have been a bit shabby. The Fellowship of the Ring was a terrible game, and also I'm not a big fan of Conquest, but Battle for Middle-earth was amazing online. And they took the servers down, unfortunately, because EA are bastards. And the other games have been really good. Although EA have, got a bad reputation for not being very not being very good to the community and the people that buy their games, and being money whores in general, they do make some fairly decent Lord of the Rings games, and this is one of them. And Gollum is looking like a badass. My precious.
The third age of Middle-earth began.
Third Age of Middle-earth began.
The realms of man divided, and their great cities weakened.
Okay.
In this age, the evil powers
I'm not sure if you can skip these. I'm not sure if you want me to skip these guys. Let me know in the comment section, since this is the first episode. I'll probably do some back-to-back, but you can get yourself out of watching all these film-based things, because EA bought the rights to the Lord of the Rings games. Obviously, they wanted to show off all the film footage that they were allowed to use in their games, and obviously they got Ian McKellen to voice act this and the Return of the King, which is pretty decent because they aren't just quoting stuff from the films. They actually get to make new stories and use Gandalf in the actual game, which is always cool. Because it makes all the people that really love the Lord of the Rings story and stuff like that get immersed in new stories which still have their good characters, good, you know, characters that they love from the original pieces of work, still alongside them. And I think we're starting. This is our first character. His name is Berathor. That's not been recalled from 6 years of great long-term memory. I just put the game in a while back to test the quality. Okay, I said I wouldn't actually talk throughout that cutscene. I ended up giving you a little story of my Lord of the Rings life, but here come the Nazgul. Okay, so Nazgul, these were 9 men originally that got corrupted by the rings and turned into these monstrosities. And I'm sure you guys know that. Okay, so in we go. This is going to be our first battle. Our first... Now I know for a fact I can't attack these without and hurt them, so I'm just going to taunt him. Yep, that's really pissed him off. Oh, he's been taunted. Yeah, he's not happy. He's not happy about being taunted. No, he's not. Goodbye, Berathor. And that was pretty pointless, but we'll get there in the end. Oh, he's going ham on him. Okay, so we meet our second character, who I believe is called Idrael, and she's an elf, and she actually knows magic power, I think is her main attribute, as you can see, which is cool. Okay, it's always nice to have like a wizardy type person in an RPG. Although, I kind of like, I'd see elves like Legolas and stuff like that as just warriors because of how Legolas is portrayed in the film.
Let it pass to him. Let him be spared.
That is such a knockoff of the quote by Arwen in the Fellowship of the Ring. And so was that horse, actually, come to think of it. That was like a rip-off of the Gandalf magic outside Rivendell.
What favor might I grant you?
Oh, he's suave. He's a suave guy. You don't look like he's got too many grave wounds on him. He looks pretty alright to me. Okay, let's go then. Gandalf the Grey speaks to you in events in Middle-earth. Okay, you have received an epic scene from Middle-earth. Do it now? No, thank you, but thanks for the offer. Okay, so we're just going to be walking around. And a random burst of light. I remember this now. I really hate these rays of light. It honestly feels like I'm having some sort of epileptic fit. Every time I get near a chest, I think it happens. Just loads of lights start bursting around everywhere. And I remember that being a real big flaw in the game, just because I felt like I was going to go into some sort of anaphylactic fit every time it started happening. And what's really counterproductive about that is the flashes actually make you find it harder to find the chest, which is a bit dumb. But anyway, we're in our first fight, so we've hit him a couple of times. If I remember rightly, the more I use these moves, although they take down my AP, if you see their +1 SP to the swordcraft, that means that I actually start gaining points towards new moves that I can unlock. So it's quite a simple character development in this game. But I really like it. I really enjoy simplicity when it comes to character development and equipment and all that. And they do make it really easy to do stuff in this game. Look at that. Look, just stop for a moment. What is that? Fucking hell. Honestly. Okay. Right. Oh, that's worth it though. We got some King's Foil. That's the stuff that Frodo is healed with by Aragorn for a while, when he gets stabbed by the Witch King. And we shall go here, and another techno rave is going on. That's really going to wind me up throughout this game. Okay, into another fight. Oh yes, we finally see a bowman. I remember when I first got this game and I first saw the arrow person, I was like, yes! Because in Lord of the Rings, one of the main things I like is just plain archery. And just like you saw Legolas. Everyone loved Legolas and Aragorn. Like, not many people like to be Gimli in games. I know in Return of the King I'm probably going to be using Legolas or Aragorn in the Let's Play. Not many people like using Gimli. But Legolas and Aragorn both look badasses. And one of the main reasons Legolas does look so cool is just the bow. Bows are like, look at that. That looks so cool. When I first saw that animation in this game, and that was taken care of quite easily. Fuck, I know. Taking a few orcs out already. This guy's supposed to be somewhat mortally wounded, but he's coping. And if I remember rightly, actually, I've just remembered, I can actually switch between which character I control. I think you can actually play this 2-player, and you can give control to people that you're playing with. It's all a bit useless, but I guess it helps cause and solve arguments between people, you know, passing the controls to each other and stuff. Oh, I want my turn. Oh, we got some long bottom leaf, and that majestic beast is a troll. In The Hobbit, The Hobbit's going to be released soon. I'm really excited for that film. You'll be seeing 3 trolls in that, and I think in the extended edition only of the first film, Bilbo references them.
Yes, I know.
Who could it?
Patience.
I'm looking for Boromir of Gondor. Have you seen him?
No, but I do see orcs ahead.
Okay, so I do like this this whole he's looking for Boromir, and it's kind of like a how would you say, a parallel mission going on alongside the Fellowship. So although it's a completely different mission, it still ties in with the actual main Fellowship's mission, which is always cool because we all do like Lord of the Rings for the actual Fellowship and main characters and stuff, as well as just fighting orcs with random people. Okay, alright. Let's try and use as many of these attacks as possible just so that I can level up the skills. I should probably be using magic with Idril actually to try and get better magic later on. Some guarding strikes. I'm going to go into the menu in a minute and start adding stats and all that good stuff to these people. Max out the critical hits. Lovely, lovely Idril. She's actually, I think at the start Idril just is completely better than Berethor. She hits stronger than him. She has better magic. I don't really know what he's doing. So what I'm going to do is add some strength to him straight away. Just turn him into a strength beast. And yeah, look, her strength is actually lower, but for some reason she hits harder. Maybe it's her sword or something. And I'm just going to completely up her spirit. I'll equip new equipment. This is how easy they make it look. They just put everything new there. Equip Berethor with everything new there. And that is pretty easy. Beautiful stuff. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be my first save game bit. So I think I'm going to end this Let's Play right here. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. And was there anything I was talking about mid-flow? No, I was going to say that the Hobbit's dying, and that when that Hobbit film comes out, you will get reference to the trolls, like the 3 people, and also, I was going to say something else, but I'm getting flashed at, and it's putting me off. It's putting me off. Oh well, fucker. Okay, yeah, right. I'm saving the game now, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode, and if you want to join me on this epic quest of Lord of the Rings action, then come and join me in episode 2, which should be released tomorrow or the day after. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much again.